Hello legends, Kade here from kadeturner.com, Kade from the Basin podcast, and I'm stoked to be introducing part 3 of Tool's Schism. The section I'll be working through today is at 2 minutes and 15 seconds on the YouTube cover, and I really had to think about my parts and how they would work and how they'd integrate. But it's been put together in a rhythmic and theoretical approach to fit around the cover and to accommodate for the slapping technique because, of course, Justin uses a pick and I've predominantly slapped throughout this. There's a few important things to note here. The actual transition from riff to riff, what I'm playing in the riff and the rhythm and technique involved, what I've done to exit the riff and allow space for the initial track, and then, of course, the end of it, catching the drums back into the verse riff. So at the 2 minute 15 second part of the cover, the transition is exactly this. And we're transitioning into that riff where Maynard says, like poetry, etc., etc. So it's a really cool part, really locks in with the song when you've got your technique and timing down. Now, you'll notice on the last run of the main part of this riff, there's a slight alteration which consists of this. Now, that's the only change in the meat and bones section of this riff, but it's very important to note that I'm muting the G string and giving some quite distinguishable ghost plucks throughout that section. So to slow down the transition again, we pluck the 12th fret high D, and then we've got a ghost slap, a ghost muted pluck, and then a slap to slide down into the next part. So sped up in time with the track or to tempo is this. And it's a really nice rhythm to get hold of. I love it. I really do love that part. So once we're through our 4-bit section of the meat and bones, we tail off that riff with a high slide up to the D, which is the 17th fret on the A string. And we allow that to ring with a minor vibrato while Justin does 2 bars of his riff underneath. And then after that, we come down with an open slap, left hand choke, ghost slap, and a double octave pluck on the G. Now, of course, we're detuned for this song, so our octaves in low D are in this shape, the minor 7 interval shape. So let's transition out of the meat and bones of the riff up to the high D. Which is just awesome in itself. So after the double pluck octave, we can then let go of our middle finger, slide up on the 3rd if that's where you're comfortable. I mean, providing we do the slide, it's not super critical how that actual octave is played on the left hand, but we just want to set ourselves up to come back up to be able to play the next section, which is the main verse riff. So to transition between the two will be this. Once again. So we've got to think about our entry point, our main riff, our one nuanced hammer-on part, our high D slide, then coming down to catch the G with the drums and the guitar, it does it there as well, then sliding back up into the verse. So I've thought about the whole concept here. I've thought about how it will work. Am I leaving the initial track original and distinguishable? Am I not doing too much over the top? And am I parts integrating with my own cover, my own playing, and the track itself? You know, like, is all of this working? So I'll experiment back and forth until I think I've achieved that to the best possible ability. So to put all the parts together, we've got this. And then back into the verse. You'll also learn from parts 1 and 2 how I think when I create my covers, and especially in part 2 of this breakdown series, I've used this combination of an open slap, left hand tap, ghost slap, and a pluck, which is a triplet with an extra note. So we've got this. And that works especially here. And then on the end, to catch the G, it works as well. So integrating that into the riff. And coming from the high D into it. So it's a really nice technique to adopt. I love it. I use it on a lot of my covers. So we've thought about our transitional intro point. We've thought about the meat and bones. We're adding our ghost plucked G string note in between the hits, which fits and doesn't take away from the, let's call it, meat and bones of the riff. We're matching the hammer on here, which I believe they do. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've always played it that way. And then we've come up to our high D to allow Justin to have his breathing space underneath. We've come down from that to catch the G. Then we're sliding back up, back into the verse riff. So it's a whole package and it's been thought about, and there's a few different techniques and rhythmic patterns there to consider, and that's exactly how I've tied it together in this package. Please reach out, Kade@kadeturner.com, for anything tour, education or session related. Please reach out through the website for transcriptions or anything else bass, because I'm sure we'll be able to work together on it. I look forward to meeting you guys. I look forward to working with you. I think this cover's been enjoyable to play. It's done well on the socials. It's had a nice share on Bass the World's YouTube channel. Thank you, Gregor, for that, and the guys over there in Germany. I've really enjoyed creating this breakdown part 3. Cheers.